I'm a teacher. Well, I was a teacher. This is going pretty well. I might put my 2 weeks in. I don't know how you quit, but I'm a teacher. I teach high school. And kids are different. I know that's cliche, but kids are different. Like, I was a goody-goody. Like, I was a gentleman, right? But I think even the goody-goodies, we felt what it was like to be bad, and I hated it. But let me explain. It was a miscommunication. Here's what happened. I had a crush on a girl, and this was before texting. So what you would do is you'd write them a note. So I wrote this girl a note, and all it said was, "Hey, sweetie." That's all it said. Plenty more of that came from just lay the groundwork, all right? Lay the groundwork. And I'll never forget this. She opened the note, and she instantly started crying. I'm like, oh, I didn't want that to happen. And then she ran out of the room. You know that feeling where you did something wrong, where you're not sure what you did? Sure enough, I get called down to the principal's office. He shuts the door. He's like, "Chris, why'd you call Colleen sweaty?" So now I have a dilemma. What do you do? I can't let this guy know I can't spell. I'm a sophomore in high school. So I have no choice. I'm like, well, Colleen sweats a lot. I didn't know what to do. 2 weeks detention, but no special ed. Funny side note to that story, that girl, we ended up getting married. So, I'm just kidding, but wouldn't that be a great way to end that joke? I don't know what she is. Hopefully, staying hydrated. Another thing I hate about teaching in high school is the PDA, the public display of affection. Oh, it's disgusting. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but this is a place of learning, not yearning. Students holding hands, making out in the hallways. I'll have boyfriends drop their girlfriends off to my class, and it's like the most dramatic scene ever. It's like a scene from Last of the Mohicans. Like, I will find you! No matter how long, no matter how far, I will find you. You stay alive. Then he jumps to a waterfall. Like, I had a girlfriend in high school. We didn't do that PDA stuff. We didn't have to establish our love. We were very distant. She didn't have to know my name. There was even 4 years while I dated another guy. That's how distant. Had to let her go. She sweat too much. The kids are different. I teach in an alternative high school. It's unique. I'm already off to a really great start this year. We had our first week of school already. And the principal pulled me aside before the kids got there and told me that I would have a student in my class that identified as a cat. Have you heard of this? And I'm a very accepting person, but the cat thing is like, whoa, we're really pushing it. You know what I mean? It's just insane to me. So I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever you need me to do. He's like, just kind of play along. You know, she's had some trauma. And I'm like, okay. Sure, I didn't show up all last week. I didn't show up at all. And then my principal called me. He's like, why aren't you here? I'm like, well, I'm allergic to cats, and I don't know what to do. You said to play along. But you said. I caught a kid in my class last year. This is true. I caught a kid in my class looking at pornography on his phone, right there in my class. I was like, buddy, you can't do that. What website is that for documentation? I had to document. No, I had to document. But it's also crazy to me that porn is just so readily available. Like, you can look it up on your phone. We didn't have that when I was in high school. All we had was turning our calculators upside down so it said boobies. That's all we had. We had to use math.